What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Supersonic from Sonic 2. We're going to go for the full body because it's kind of simple enough that I can fit it in. You know, the lines aren't that detailed. So, let's go. Landscape page. Use a pencil eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. I'm going to zoom in on the head up here and we'll get going. Right? So just starting in the middle, his head just up here. And we'll start with his frowning eyes, right? So we're just going to curve a line up and over and around this way, right? Kind of like this check mark, tick going up. And then his big eye comes out from there, around and up, like so. Eye inside, curves around, down, thin sort of circle, or an oval, like that. And then his pupil, thin in there. Right, so this frown line will kind of go this way a little bit more. And he's a hairy character, so you know you could do it with these light lines. And then his frown goes a little bit further. And then some hair coming around there. So in the frown on the other side, so the other side of his kind of eye comes out from kind of behind his nose, right? So his nose is just down here. So it goes up. Down. And then around back here. And we got a nostril sort of in here somewhere. Right? And then his other frown comes out from here, goes up, like so. And then like a furry sort of line coming up the middle, and going for his forehead this way. His other eye then is, his head is turned, so we can only see a little bit of it, so it comes down, across there. And we can see a little bit of his red eye just underneath. That way. Can't see much of it though, like a tiny little bit. So then side of his face just here, curves out, and he can be hairy. You could do it smooth or hairy. You know, you could do like little sketchy lines like this, or you could do it real smooth. And then this will come around underneath his chin. Around up behind his eye, just here. And the fleshy sort of skin colored fur in the movie goes around his eye. It goes up in towards his nose. There might be like a little bit of a bump just here. So his mouth, just kind of a downturned, kind of serious mouth. Right, not looking happy. Like so. And then side of his face comes up around his eye, joins his forehead, and then we go back around here towards his ear. So there might be like some texture lines just on his face. So that ear just up here, real pointy, like a triangle, just comes out and down. And then the inside of it, just here. And then his other ear on this side comes up, goes down. And then we have an inside section down there. And then the spikes. So we have one spike coming back this way, right? They're not as spiky as the cartoon, and they can be furry. You know, you can do it. Sort of these furry lines. And then the next one. You could do a smooth line or a hairy line, depends on how you feel. And this one comes around. And joins his like neck and shoulder. Just here. Then you can add as much sort of texture to his fur as you want. You know, you can add these sort of lines that follow each spike. You can make them look as hairy as you want. So then shoulder, neck, so like little neck, tiny little neck just here. And then his shoulder will come out and down. And we'll just smoothen up some of these lines maybe. Might make it just stand out a little bit more. Right, so then his other shoulder just comes down here. So his body is like one nearly continuous line, so it like goes down and joins his legs as well. Carves out that way. Then the under side of his body goes down this way. And the arm come down here. Right, like so. Might be like some fur underneath his neck. He does have that yellow patch, you know, on his skin, and it's all done hairy in the movie. So just little bits of fur there. So then the legs then keep going down and around into his socks. Some fur lines just to make them look a little bit hairy, textured. Like that. Right, so then his arms go into gloves here. Okay, and same on this one. He's kind of clenching his fists. And then for the gloves, so we just do kind of these two bumping lines. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a line in the middle, and then it'll come across there like that. And then we have a thumb on top, and then 4 fingers, right? So bumping each time, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each of these is a finger that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they just go down. And then the side of his hand just goes into the glove. And then there as well. Maybe you can make some of these longer if you wanted. Right, then we do pretty much the same thing over here. A little bit of a different hand shape. So we can see like the side of his glove. So there's the round sections. And then his thumb comes out, down, curves around. Kind of goes back into his hand there. And then fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they curve around and underneath the hand. Okay, and then his shoes. So we just do a curve line going the whole way around each one. This is like the top of his sock or something. And he's got a couple of these lines. So it's like bumps around a few times. And like then goes around his shoe. Like that. Same here. And so the shoe then, so we got like this red section out, down that way. He's flying, so he's like floating. So go like around like so, and just down around here. And then we have like a white strap. Down around the sole. So it's all white here and red in here. And then around here as well, you do sort of same sort of thing. White strap. And then maybe a white edge on the sole. Like so. Now, and then the last thing we want to do is just add like some lightning, I think. So like just these lines that come out around like this. And on the other side as well. So I'm just kind of making this up. I'm not being too careful with it. Just adding sort of like these snakes, snaking kind of lines. And they'll be like yellow and sort of white, glowing sort of thing. Yeah, you can do as much of this as you want, really. Right, but that's it. That's how to draw Supersonic from the new movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.